Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day today. MersLess Ones here, back with another Dokkan battle video, and in this one it's a versus video. This time it's going to be the two #1 units in the game, the physical Majin Vegeta versus the physical UI Goku. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy. If you do, leave a like. If you're new to the channel or you have been here for a while, subscribe and help me get to 650 subscribers. And with all that said, let us go ahead and get started. So yeah, first things first here, this one will be a little bit weird. Mostly because, usually for these versus videos, I want characters to be up under the full leader skill. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, yeah, so I did change up the team just a little bit because for these versus videos, I want to make sure everyone is up under the full 250 HP, 220 attack and defense leader skill. And so there, I just changed out the last few characters on Majin Vegeta's team. If I did summon, the characters you really want are Deborah and the Banner and Yakon because they're both very good. So if you have them, you can replace Tech Broly and the Z Duo with those units if you have them. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into an fight with both of these teams actually, to see who comes out on top. Alright everyone, fair warning, this is going to be a very long video. Well, the versus videos are usually long, but this one's probably going to be a little bit longer. And I'm actually going to yap more a little bit in this one. Alright, so we actually have a pretty predicament right here. If I had to use one of them, it'd probably be this guy's. Alright, so first things first, we're actually going to go with the physical UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta's team here. They're a carnival leader, so they lead Realm of God, so it's going to be a lot easier to get everybody up under their leader skill here. So everybody is up under the, full leader skill. And another thing is, I guess, just to talk about, kind of like the physical UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta right now, since we're using their team, we can talk about their own team, the Majin Vegeta's team, once we're using Majin Vegeta. So I think that these two units are contenders for being like they're like fighting for the #1 spot right now, and I think that's a valid statement. Like I think they definitely are fighting for the #1 spot right now. The thing is though, is just that the physical UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta, he can just do this, right? You're pretty much have a immortal slot 1 unit for the first 4 turns, right? Which is just really insane. The only thing that can really stop this unit is dodge canceling fights, because the physical UI Goku, he's obviously a dodge unit. But if you are in a dodge canceling phase or fight, you have this guy with 100% damage reduction his first turn, which is still very good, right? And then not to mention the Realm of God's team it's okay at the moment. We're out of the 11th anniversary, so this guy and Evolution Blue Vegeta, they're not boosted anymore, so the Realm of God's team just kind of dropped a little bit. So yeah, these guys are not doing as much damage as they were. Okay, so that's super. He has guaranteed dodge right here. Another thing that we have the STR Blues on here. The STR Blue is another top contending unit, though they probably aren't in the. I'd say he's probably the 3rd best unit in the game now. They were definitely 1 or 2, depending on who you were, or what your opinion was on the STR Blues. But them being on here does help the Realm of God's team a lot. A lot, it really does.
身勝手の極意はカカロットがやればいい。俺は俺のやり方で貴様に勝つ。
Oh, actually, we can do this. I was just... Yeah. I think eventually we might have to keep the STR blues on like one rotation just to keep them there. Alright, so to talk about one of the things that makes the physical evolution blue, or the physical UI and evolution blue Vegeta the best unit in the game, like I mentioned, they're pretty much turn 1 invincibility, right? Because if we look here, the one time only, if you get one key spear, you get 77% damage reduction. And then the Vegeta right here gets 30% just right before attacking, so that's 100%. He cannot be killed by anything in the game since he has 100% damage reduction. And then the physical UI Goku, which is a little bit better, well, probably a lot better than the Evolution Blue Vegeta side of this unit starting out, because if we take a look at this right here, when he gets a key spare one time only, he does get guaranteed dodge, but he also gets an extra 7 key, which makes it a lot easier for him to get 24 key. That 24 key, he also gets his EX super attack, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But right here, as you can see, he's also giving Realm of Gods category allies chance to dodge 7%, and an additional 7% chance if they're also super class. So right now, if I were to use this guy, everybody here will get an extra 14% chance to dodge. And not to mention that, he also does have support right here when attacking with 18 or more key. He gets a guaranteed super, but he's giving super class allies 20% attack and defense, and an extra 40% attack and defense to Realm of God category allies. So if I were to use this Goku right now, just get one key spare, get his 18 key, 24 key so we can get the EX. He will give everybody a 14% chance to dodge and, 60% attack and defense. Not to mention, this is a really good super easy A2, right? Because he also gives Realm of God super class allies 70% support as well. So if I were to use the physical UI Goku here, this would be a very, very, very strong turn. Just in general, because it's honestly insane. So that's one of the reasons why this unit was the best unit in the game when they came out, and you can argue as to that they are still number 1 for sure. Anything else really? Oh, the EX super. Let's talk about that very quickly since we're right here. So this Goku's EX super, when the first attack in the turn is a super attack performed with 24 keys, 70% chance for it to become an EX super. And basically what it does, it gives him a 100% chance to dodge. Well, it also greatly raises his attack and defense for 3 turns, causes ultimate damage, but the main thing about his EX super is the guaranteed dodge, right? That is like, this unit will probably age very, very well, right? Just because of they're very, I guess it's not really right to say turn 1 capabilities, because it's when they first get a key spare as it is stated in their passive. But when you first get a key spare with these units, they'll just be unkillable. Like, it's going to be hard to power creep this character. And even if you put in dodge canceling, locking, or sealing or anything, you'll still have the Vegeta to go into, which, is just going to be stupidly strong, right? And not to mention, if you do get this Goku's EX super attack, he's going to dodge everything afterwards. So, there's no attacks in slot 1. There's a fight that, is stupidly killer in slot 1. You get the EX super with the UI Goku and he's just dodging everything. It's really insane. So even after both the Vegeta and the Goku get their 1 key spare, the Goku side survivability is just still insanely strong. Speaking of survivability, that also reminded me, another thing that this UI Goku does have is when receiving an attack, he survives a KO attack up to once within a turn. So really, this guy will have to fail 2 dodges in order for him to die, which is it's really insane. They have been getting a lot of characters that skill right there, which is really good for a character like this. It's really, really good. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention for this Vegeta, if he gets targeted with a super, he's just going to give 3 key for to allies for what is it, 2-3 turns, something like that. That's just really stupid, crazy strong too. And not to mention, just with the links up as well, I mean, we're gonna have a lot of our links up with these Realm of God characters. Oh, that's another thing. To determine what character is actually better or not than the other, there's a lot of things that go into it, right? Obviously, their kit themselves, the teams that you can make with them, as well as the links, and the most important thing is RNG, right? This is a very RNG heavy game, so you can have extremely good luck with one team and extremely bad luck with the other team, or physical UI Goku could just fail a whole bunch of dodges, which is unlikely, but it can happen, and he'll get slaughtered, while other units will perform a lot better. So yeah, it's a lot of things. But overall, just, you know, kit, the team, the links you'll have up, and just how well the character can perform is really what's important. And then with the Realm of Gods team, actually, I guess this is like for both Realm of Gods and the physical Majin Vegeta's team. Both their teams right now are kind of weird. And I say that because, well, the physical Majin Vegeta's team is weird for a different reason as it is for this team. Because this team doesn't really have a lot going for us. I mean, right now, most of the characters that we have here, only 2 of the characters are, well, 3 of the characters are new. That being the physical UI Goku Evolution Blue Vegeta, this Super EZA right here, which we got during the 11th anniversary, and then the Super EZA in UI Goku, which we also got during the 11th anniversary. These are the quote-unquote 3 newest units for the Realm of Gods team. AGL UI Goku, this was the 9th anniversary EZA, that's when he came out. And then the STR Blues, they were GDC Part 1, which is going to be coming up on a year in a few months. So yeah, just these 3 units themselves are just the newest Realm of Gods additions to this team. So there's that. So now we can actually go ahead and use the UI Goku here. And so like I mentioned, this is the first time he gets a Ki Spear. He gets 7 Ki right there just from this one STR Ki Spear. So it's going to be giving everybody here an extra 14% chance to dodge and 60% the stats, which is insane. And then, yeah, everybody here will have a pretty good chance to dodge. If we die here, that's just... Well, physical UI Goku can die. The only ones that can die are AGL UI Goku and UI Goku, but it's very unlikely. It is possible. Oh, here's this EX Super. I did turn off the ×2 speed just for, you know, showcase purposes, right? The animations for both the units are definitely very, very good. Though I will say the physical UI Goku and animations are a lot better. Just to shorten the name, I'm only going to go with I'm only going to say the name of who you start with. So like instead of saying UI Goku plus Evolution Blue Vegeta, I'm just going to say physical UI. And instead of, you know, Majin Vegeta plus Super Saiyan 2 Goku, I'm just going to say Majin Vegeta. So when I say that, I'm talking about both. I'll say or not if I'm talking about one side of the character or not. Heck, I'll probably just tag into him, right? But yeah, talking about his team, obviously there's not a lot of heavy hitters on this team besides the physical UI Goku. The Int Super EZA Vegeta, he does hit pretty hard, but that's really only in slot 3. Alright, so yeah, he only had that one thing to dodge, and you know, he has a pretty good chance to dodge right here too. And so the thing is, I think right now both characters' teams are just kind of in a weird spot. Like I mentioned, there's only 3 new characters on the Realm of Gods team, that being 1 new Carnival LR and 2 Super EZAs, which definitely does help out a lot because the Super EZAs are good. If the Super EZAs weren't good, then this team will be in a lot more trouble, believe you me. Alright, so it is currently turn 4, and this is when this Daimos Super Saiyan 4 Goku becomes an actual threat to the team. But we should be fine here. Yeah, we should absolutely be fine. They have all of their links up, which is great. We probably want to like a tournament power unit up next to this. Actually, the Int UI Goku would be a really good linking partner next up to him. Might keep him on rotation. Oh, we are missing a lot of key links, huh? Open a flash. Oh. Well, that's another good thing about this unit. His EX Super isn't really necessary right now. It would be very helpful, but we don't need it because he has a 100% chance to dodge. So we can afford to like not stress out about it. I do want their 20 key, and I do definitely want his 18 key, which we can't get. So yeah, I'm not expecting any new Realm of God characters anytime soon. Probably not until the end of this year, going into next year. Next year, we'll get 12th anniversary, turn 1, Gogeta Blue, Vegeta Blue, Then we'll get the 9th anniversary superhero characters, Easy A. You know, it'll be crazy, right? And I only say that because with the Dragon Ball Super anime reanimation coming back, Dragon Ball Super in the whole is just coming back, right? So they're redoing the Dragon Ball Super anime, just doing some new animations and stuff. That's probably when we can see new Realm of Gods characters, right? Like the new God Goku, Beerus, I guess new RF Blue Goku, Blue Vegeta. Then I guess if they want a new Goku Black Zamasu once they get to the future Trunk Saga, redo that in Tournament Power and all that stuff. That's why I'm thinking we probably won't see any superhero like category characters at all till later this year going into next year. So the Realm of God, I mean, obviously I could be wrong, right? They could throw in some Realm of God characters whenever they want, right? They could just throw a curveball and probably not wait until the end of the year. But it would make more sense to wait until the anime starts airing to release Realm of God characters, but you know, Dokkan does a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense. Recently they have been, but you know, in the past they just haven't. No dodge. They should be okay with the Goku support. They're not okay. Alright, well, yeah. These guys, they're a year old Easy A, so. But you know, like I said, that's just that RNG factor, right? Had that Goku super literally in any other slot. If he would have supered in slot 1 or 3, we would have been fine, right? But you know, that's just unfortunate that he didn't do it and they got killed right there. So yeah, there are definitely, well, there's not really a lot of losers. If we were to pick a loser for the Realm of Gods team, it would probably be the LR Gods. They would be the only real losers on this team. But they're not an actual loser, but I mean, they do need to stack to get good, right? They're not really good in base. I mean, I guess in their defense, I should have transformed with them, but I was being greedy and just wanted to try to get more stacks. So in that scenario, yes, I should have transformed with them. So that I guess if you wanted to, you could blame that play on me. But we'll still go in here. We're just showcasing the team. We're not really here to beat the event. If we beat the event, I mean, obviously that just, you know, makes the versus video go more in whoever's team beats this event in their favor, right? But no, I just want to hear showcase the characters and their team respectively. So yeah, overall, the Realm of Gods team definitely does need more characters, but we probably won't be seeing that anytime soon. But then again, you never know. We could get some Realm of God characters, I don't know, next week when the new Dokkan Fest comes out. Highly unlikely, but it is possible. But the thing is, the super easy A's that we have on here are really good. The physical UI Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta are stupidly good. The STR Gods are also stupidly good as well. So there's a lot of heavy hitters on the Realm of Gods teams where it doesn't really matter about the other characters. They're literally just probably here to fill a spot and try not to get killed. And that really being the LR Gods and AGL UI Goku, right? But AGL UI Goku, he's still really good. He's another character that's aging really well, right? 100% chance to dodge his first turn. You have to be below 77% HP to get his revive, which doesn't really happen a lot in most of these fights. You either die or you double digit tank whatever's coming your way, right? But there are some scenarios to where, I guess, physical UI Goku, right? He doesn't dodge the one hit, right? You lose all your HP. Granted, you could still die that turn because every other character that turn would have to dodge it. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and float the LR Gods here. But yeah, every other character would have to die for, I mean, to get his revive on a team like this, it would have to be a certain situation. It's a situation you really don't want to be in. So it is going to be, I can't give him a lot of key. No, they'll get key because he'll get super. But being able to get AGL UI Goku's revive is going to be tough, but if you do get it, you do have that revive cushion, and then, you know, after he revives his first turn, he'll get more stats, and he'll have another turn of guaranteed dodge. And that's the thing about this team, right? This team has an insane amount of survivability because the Evolution Blue Vegeta side, 100% damage reduction, and we're running double them, obviously. Then the physical UI Goku side, guaranteed dodge their first turns. You get the EX Super, that's another guaranteed dodge chance only after he attacks though. AGL UI Goku's first turn, 100% dodge. You revival him, that's another first turn of 100% chance to dodge. This guy, the Int Super EZA UI Goku, when he awakens, he has 100% chance to dodge that first turn. So honestly, this is a very strong team and a very good team that has like great survivability. Because it's so many characters on here that just have 100% chance to dodge and 100% damage reduction, right? So yeah, you really can't go wrong with using this team. You really can't. Though in long fights, you will suffer for sure. So like, I guess you could argue this is not really a fight for the Realm of Gods team because this guy has 2 billion HP. And obviously we will run out a lot of their, you know, really strong stuff by the time we get towards the end. But the LR Gods, the STR Blues, you can just hold on to their active skills until like the very end just to try to hurry up and kill them. But this is a team centered around short fights for sure. Short and medium like stage fights. I guess maybe a good, I don't know, 7-8 turn fight. Anything past that, 9-10 plus stages or phases or whatever, definitely would hurt this team because you'll eventually run out of their, you know, like good stuff. Really, they're a magnet for getting super. This is their first turn and he's not on turn 4, so this isn't hurting us. Another thing that's really important to mention is also these guys 18 key, right? It's very important to get their 18 key because not only do they greatly stack attack, but they also raise its allies defense by 60% for 1 turn, which is, you know, just really great defensive support. I can remember multiple times where that 60% defense support has saved my runs. It has done so very often, very often for sure. So let's go ahead and just use the Goku here. I don't want to keep, but yeah, no. For showcase purposes, we'll keep AGL UI Goku here just because he links very well with them. That's the only reason why. But yeah, this team is a good team. It has damage and survivability, but their weakness is long fights. That's really it for this team. You want to use this team in like a, I don't know, like maybe, I guess some of these newer fights aren't really too long, I guess. This is a team that will really do good in Bio Broly, Cell Max, the Gammas. Not really like the Rildo or the baby fight. They can go in there, but those are some longer fights and then you'll probably struggle towards the end. Let's see, other fights that I can think of off the top of my head. Maybe the Gohan, Goten, and Trunks fight. Though the Gohan does dodge cancel, so you will have to be careful and, you know, actually, no, if you bring the STR Blues and use the Goku active skill, he'll be fine right there. I mean, he'll get his chance to dodge, but if he gets hit, he'll croak. Is there anything else I'm missing about this unit or just the team in general? Nope, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say, really. I mean, we're seeing the benefits of both the UI Goku side and Evolution Blue Vegeta side. Oh, we haven't seen their active skill. Yes, they do have an active skill. Only one side of both the units, the UI Goku and Physical Majin Vegeta. One side has an EX Super, which is the side you start off as. So you saw that the UI Goku has an EX, the Vegeta has an active skill. Then the Majin Vegeta, he has an EX Super, and then, you know, the Goku has an active skill. So I guess if we die or we kill this boss, we're just going to go ahead and switch to the other team. I don't think there's anything that I'm missing just talking about the units, but yeah, Realm of Gods, it does need more units, but there's some strong units on here that can carry the team for a good while. Only if we don't get any fights that kind of like are not made for this team. If we get like, say, oh, we haven't seen this guy's first turn yet. Okay, yeah, good. This is good. So he has a 100% chance to dodge here. I'm going to go ahead and throw him in slot 1. But it seems like... Oh, we're back on turn 4. I'm just yapping away, not paying attention. I will play his actives. Oh, no legendary power. I will play his active skill animation though. That I will do. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Just do this. Alright, I do want to turn... no, I'm not going to turn it off because we'll use his active skill again next turn. So yeah, very strong turn here, 60% support from the UI Goku, 70% from this guy. Slot 3 super right there is kind of scary, but I trust this guy. He has not disappointed me ever since I've been using him. He has not, and he's not going to do it here. I guess one thing I am, forgetting to mention that this UI Goku and the Evolution Blue Vegeta, they do build up. Goku builds up by dodging, the Evolution Blue Vegeta builds up by getting hit. He gets ki and damage reduction, while the Goku gets crit and ki. Yeah, that right there. So let's go ahead and just, yeah, run this turn and see what happens. So yeah, two characters here have a 100% chance to dodge. The 100 million, nice. Yeah, with the active skill turn, this guy can do some pretty serious big numbers. As I was saying, the Int Blue Vegeta back there, he'll have an 84% chance to dodge, 14% from this guy just because he got a key spear. Then he has a base 70%. I think that's only in slot 3 though. No crit, this is fine because he only dodged once. So overall, very strong unit. You can kind of see why he's definitely the best unit in the game, but you know, don't sleep on the physical Majin Vegeta. We'll show his team and his gameplay, and you know, you can just kind of make that decision for yourself. Now, obviously, who I think is better, it just depends, right? It really does. Now, it's kind of rough for me. Well, I guess I'll talk about the physical Majin Vegeta once we get to his team, because I don't really want to talk too much about him on the physical UI Goku team. Obviously, the physical Majin Vegeta, he does have a better leader skill because he leads more categories in Carnival LRs, but that's just pretty much the basis for like Dokkan Fest LRs and Carnival LRs. Dokkan Fest LRs, or just Dokkan Fest characters in general, are going to lead a lot more categories than Carnival LRs will. Well, I guess the 11th anniversary, the Super Saiyan 3 Adult Daima Vegeta, he does lead 2 categories, which is Daima and Vegeta's family. But yeah, I don't know why they could have put like Realm of Gods and maybe, well, the N4's lead Power Beyond Super Saiyan, but they could have lead Realm of Gods and I don't know, another decent category. I don't know what it could have been. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop his active skill again. I'll play it because this is his video. Alright, we're getting closer and closer to a win here, that's for sure. Oh, let's go ahead and turn all this off. Are they below 50% HP? They are. Alright, so yeah, this is still his... Oh, this isn't his first turn anymore. Okay. So yeah, so now we pretty much went through both their first turns. So without his first turn of the guaranteed dodge, you can see right here, he has an extra 10% chance of dodging, then he has a great chance, and base great chance is 70%. So before attacking, he has an 80% chance to dodge, and if you get the EX Super, he'll be fine for the rest of the turn. But, you know, he could fail us here, but we're going to hope that he doesn't. We're going to count on that he does not fail us here. And yeah, I'll pop this. It's no point in holding it. Alright, so we should be absolutely fine right here. So since this is his, I guess his, not his second turn, but the second time we're using him, we're not going to get this first part right here because he already got one key spare the last time. So really, we're still going to get this 60% support right here for the turn. But if he gets the guaranteed, or if he gets the EX Super, he's going to be guaranteed dodging, and that is what we want, to get the EX Super, and then for everybody else to dodge. AGOUI Goku's going to have to dodge. He's going to have to dodge both these attacks right here. Okay, yeah, see, that's what you... Well, actually, that's not too bad because, I mean, obviously we're probably going to die because we don't have enough HP to take any more damage. So the run's over, basically. It's over. Now, if this happened on the last turn, and then we came into this turn with 1% HP, then we would have had AGOUI Goku's revive. So this is one of those certain situations where you actually can get AGOUI Goku's revive, but this would have had to happen the previous turn, not this turn. Because not only do we have to survive this turn, we have to survive next turn, which we can do because, I mean, we can just get some same type key spears, but, you know, we can't take another hit like that. We did get the EX Super, so he does have a 100% chance to dodge here. AGOUI Goku's going to have to dodge, and the gods are going to have to dodge. The gods only have like a 70%, I think. So we either die. If we die, we're just going to swap to Vegeta's team. If we somehow manage to live this, we'll be in a little bit of trouble. This guy could fail a dodge too. I'd hope he doesn't. It wouldn't be funny if he did either. Alright, these guys are going to have to dodge though, for sure. How many attacks are back here in slot 3? Just, okay, it's 3. So we'll attack break one of them, so they will have to dodge these next 2. I mean, they do have a pretty good amount of dodge. I think it's 30%, then they get 10 every rainbow key spear or something like that. We got 4, so we'll see what happens. I don't really have a dodge build on them. I probably need to change it. Probably give them some weeks within the crits, just because. But I don't have enough to spare. Heck, I barely get super tech key spears. Alright, do they dodge or do we die here? Oh. Oh, okay, we live to see another turn. Sweet. Alright, so it is still very possible for us to win. We just have to get these same type key spears. And then our UI Gokus cannot, like, you know, not get hit. So I want to pick up this. That does not give me the physical key spears that I want. Oh shoot. Well, I have to get this. Then I have to get this. Oh, they killed us up quite a bit. Alright, so he has to dodge this, which he does. Get the EX Super. We do, so he's good. And you know, Goku's gonna have to dodge, and then Vegeta's. Well, actually, wait. Where's the super at? Where's the second super? I was only paying attention about the super in slot 1. Is it in slot 2 or 3? It's in slot 3. I don't know if Vegeta eats that. I guess we'll find out. The attack lowering isn't really going to do much for the super attack. He could dodge it. He has a decent chance to dodge. What, like 50% chance to dodge this? That additional normal did absolutely nothing for us. Oh, I forgot to mention, this guy does stack attack and defense as well. So, I mean, he'll be good in long fights too, right? This guy, the LR Gods, and then the STR Blues, they'll be good in long fights because they can stack. But the STR Blues, they're only stacking attack, and that's only on the 18 key. And only on the Goku side. Well, if he lifts this super or dodges it, we could possibly win next turn. I mean, we don't have any more big active skills. That was our last one, so it's really just a matter of time at this point. Overall, I think I pretty much covered everything about the, the physical UI Goku and the Realm of Gods team. A lot of hard hitters, definitely does need some more characters. Not good in long fights. That's pretty much it. Oh, we do have AGL UI Goku to revive, so that's good. Actually, if I get this, we'll lose it. Yep, I mean, we won't have it when we come back here, but we have it since we entered the turn below that amount of HP. I'll keep those 2 Rainbow Key Spears just in case. Alright, so he's good, but there are no attacks right here anyway. I'll probably turn off the EX, or turn on the time sleep speed for the EX supers now. I'd probably spend a little bit too much time with this team, that's for sure. I probably could have went into a different fight, maybe one that didn't have so much freaking HP. We can kill next turn. Actually, it depends. If the Vegeta gives us like 3 supers and 3 crits, he'll do a stupid amount of damage back there. He'll actually finish this fight for us. But we still have to get to him. Alright, AGL UI Goku. Now it's not the time to die. Uh-huh. Yep. A few more dodges that he's good. He's good. Alright, so get us some crits and we can get out of here. That's not a crit. Come on, crit. No, normal. Okay, yeah, no. We're gonna do another turn. Oh, he didn't dodge it. I think this does kill him, unfortunately. Yep, that does kill him. But AGL Goku's revive.
Vegeta. それに他のみんながオラに託してくれたんだ。その思いにかけてもここで一歩も引くわけにはいかねえ。
Alright, nice. Yeah, see? This was actually a really good showcase for them. We actually got to see this team to their full potential. We got to see AGL Goku's revive right there. That was actually really nice. I'm not so upset about that, actually. 8 key spears, only 2 rainbow key spears, but we should be fine. Okay, well, he would have to fail to dodge this, and that would have been that probably would have been a little bit upsetting if he failed 2 dodges in a row after like a really good play last turn. I don't know if that would have been unfortunate or funny. Oh, no crit. Well, we got the EX Super, so he's good. The Int UI Goku will probably kill if this guy doesn't crit. Alright, there we go. So, the Realm of Gods team does beat the event. Only took 2 attempts, and we did have to use a revive, but they still beat it.
そこまですごかったんだあいつ。
だがありゃまともじゃないぞ。
Alright, so now here we are using the physical Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 Goku tag unit. The reason I started with the Realm of Gods team first was because that team is a lot more simpler than this team. And what I mean by that is this guy is kind of a complex character. Not really complex, but you kind of have to like pick and choose what side of this unit you want to use. And what I mean by that is, I mean, if you're just looking at his passive, 3 or more extreme class, 4 or more extreme class, or 5 or more extreme class allies on the team, you can just pretty much see what he gets from like those parts of his passive right there, depending on how many extreme class allies you have on the team. And then the Goku is the same way, but he needs super class allies. He needs 2 or more super class, 3 or more super class, or 4 or more super class allies on the team to pretty much be able to get all of his full passive. But if you notice, the Goku, he needs 2, 3, or 4 more extreme class allies, so he needs 4 at the most for his full passive. But then if you also look, he needs 4, 6, or 8 key spears if you don't fulfill the 4 super class, 3 super class, or 2 super class allies on the team requirement for his passive skill. While the Vegeta, he only needs 3, 5, and 7 key. So you can just pretty much kind of see, right? If you're using like a full extreme key team, you're going to be required to collect more key spheres with the Goku. If you're using a full super class team and you're prioritizing the Goku, you're going to need a little bit less key for the Vegeta than you will need for the Goku. So you can kind of see that. And so I decided to go with a extreme class team. Mostly we are still meeting the 4 requirements because the 2 physical Majin Vegetas, the friend, the leader, then the Int Majin Vegeta, Tech Broly, he's just here because, I mean, for these versus videos, I require myself to have everybody under the full leader skill. And then Super Easy A Bobby, who's really good. The Blues, or the Z Duo, they're literally here just because they have to be up under the full leader skill. And then the Int, Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, they're here to fulfill this guy's passive skill because for his intro, we need the Trunks, and that's the best Trunks character I have. I don't have the future Gohan, Goten, and Trunks. Actually, they wouldn't, well, nah, the future and Gohan and Trunks, they wouldn't fit on this team anyway. I don't think Trunks is gonna get the Warriors, but anyways, so yeah. So this team is a lot more complex than the Realm of Gods team because you have to pick and choose what side of the character you want to use. And so for this side, I'm going to use the Vegeta side because, well, I'm on Team Vegeta right now for that Goku versus Vegeta event right now. So I just wanted to use the Vegeta. That's why. Now I could just go ahead and put the Tech Broly right here in slot 1 because so he can get built up. He'll have a 70% chance to counter this, also get some stats. That's what I'm going to do. Now, if there are any situations where I actually can get 8 key spheres with the Goku, I'm obviously going to do it, right? That would make it easier for me for this versus video instead of like coming in here with a whole nother team just filled with super class characters. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and play this turn now. I'll go over their passive skill the next turn. Well, we got the counter, that's good. Definitely needed that. More stats. It'd probably be best to keep this Broly in slot 1 because if he fails a counter after turn 4, he's probably gonna die. Yeah, so, I mean, if you summon for the Deborah, you pull with him, and you also pull the Bender unit, Yakan, who is a really great Bender unit, you can fill those last 2 slots right here with those units. But if you are going to be running the Int Majin Vegeta, you're going to have to run the Int Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, because there's really no other good Trunks out right now. Oh, EX Super? Great. Oh, I didn't talk about this EX Super. So this EX Super, it is an AoE. It's kind of like the physical UI Goku's condition, but the thing is, his is only a 60% chance to proc, while the physical UI Goku's is 70%. So yes, it is a little bit lower, but it is very beneficial to get his EX Super. It yeah, I did say it was an AoE attack. It also attack breaks 1 action after you get it, right? Another thing it does do it greatly raises his attack and defense. A great raise is 50%. So he's getting 50% attack raises on every EX super attack. If we miss the EX super attack, it's only going to be 20%. So this is a stacker, so he will benefit in long fights, whereas the physical UI, he'll benefit in short fights because he's not a stacker, and you know, it'll be beneficial for him to just stay in short and medium fights instead of long fights. So that's kind of the main difference between these two units, right? The EX Super condition for this character is pretty much the same, but just 10% lower, while the physical UI Goku's is pretty much the same, but you have a 10% chance to actually get it.
トランクス、お前は赤ん坊の頃から一度も抱いてやったことがなかったな。抱かせてくれ。
なんだよパパ、やめてよ、恥ずかしいよ。
元気でな、トランクス。
You know what's crazy? I'm surprised I actually remembered his EX Super Attack condition. I usually forget this stuff, but since I've been using him so much, I guess it's still there off the top of my head. Yep, greatly raises attack and defense, causes ultimate damage to all enemies, attacks effective against all types, disable enemies action once within the turn, and then yep, first attack in a turn with a super attack performed at 24 key, 60% chance for it to become EX Super. Yeah. And then, like I mentioned, yep, still stacks on the 18 key, but you're only stacking on the 18 key, you're not stacking on the 12 key. Oh my gosh, I did not go over the Vegeta's active skill. Gosh dang it. I just remembered. So let me go over the Goku's active skill first. So in order to activate it, we need 3 or more extreme class allies or 3 or more super class allies on the team, or you get it just from starting from the 4th turn for the start of battle. Greatly raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage to enemy, and within the turn activated, all attacks become critical hits, changes all key spheres to physical and int. Basically what that means is, half the key spheres on the field will be physical, the other half will be int. And I guess depending on which side is on the left, you'll get more key spheres than the side that's on the right, or it's the other way around. I could be wrong. We'll see once we get there. He needs... Actually, I don't think, because he needs... I'll just put him in slot 1. Alright, so, I didn't really talk about this guy's passive all too much. I just pretty much showed you the requirements for it. So, as you can see, this Vegeta, he's basically a guard and damage reduction character. You can pretty much see, if you're fulfilling the conditions, you're going to get 18% damage reduction. He has 18 in the basic effects. You know, the first part of his passive, you get another 18, 180% defense when receiving an attack. You get another 18% when receiving an attack, 4 more extreme class, 5 key spares obtained. And then one time only, this is important, one time only if you get 5 or more key spares or you have 4 or more extreme class allies on the team, you'll get an extra 180% defense from receiving an attack. So this character can be used in slot 1. He's going to be safer his very first turn, but afterwards he'll be a lot less tanky there. But I mean, since he does stack, he'll get stronger over time, sure, yeah. Then he gets another 18% right here with 7 more key spares obtained or 5 extreme class allies on the team. So if my math is correct, that should be a 72% damage reduction with guard. And he's also stacks as well. Stacks really well, actually. He stacks better than the N4s and they're an anniversary LR, right? So there's that. Also, another thing that is important, when receiving an attack from an enemy who is hit by the character's super attack, he gets an extra 200% defense. So really, this is a slot 2 character, and if we take a look at the Goku, he's a dodge character. He's strictly dodge, right? He has dodge in his basic effects, and then if you fulfill the requirements, you'll get 35% dodge for the first requirement, an extra 10%, but that's only one time only. And then the last requirement here, the 8 or more key spares or 4 superclass allies, he's just going to be fully supporting. Majin Buu Saga allies 50%, regular allies just 30%. Or no, the Majin Buu Saga allies get 30%, all allies get the 20%. Yeah, that's pretty much what I mean there. So yeah, you can just pretty much kind of see that. Let's go ahead. The Vegeta, he should be fine. He should be fine. I'm worried about this guy though, because I'm not able to get him 3 and key spears. We're gonna miss 3 key. If he dodges it, cool. If not, it is what it is. He'll be fine. Like, this Goku is not scary until turn 4. Well, if we get the EX Super... Oh, he did take a little bit of damage, huh? Nice, we got the EX. So, starting off, as you can see, right, this character does a lot of damage. Like, his first attack stat is 106 million, just with the first EX Super. And if you're constantly getting this, you can see the potential of him, like, just doing a whole bunch of damage and actually being able to take a lot of hits, right? A lot of hits. Well, the Goku, if he gets touched, he's gonna die, because, you know, he's mostly a dodging character. He's really just dodge and defense, while this guy, if you stack up enough with him, he'll be damage reduction, guard, and a whole bunch of defense. But the good thing about the Goku is, I didn't talk about it. The Goku on his 18 ki, he does have an 18% defense support for 3 turns. Pair that up with the 50% that he gives to Majin Buu Saga allies on the team, that definitely will be very helpful. I think I pretty much talked about the pros. Well, I'll talk about the cons after I show the Goku side, right? So you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm surprised I remember these characters' kits. Where was that second super at? I wasn't paying attention. He's about to super in slot 3, isn't he? I hope not. So yeah, not only does this Vegeta like just bust out 100 million attack stats turn 1, like if you get the EX Super, and also stats, so that number is going to get definitely higher. The Goku, he's very good defensively. He gives a crap ton of support, a crap ton, right? Okay, so there wasn't a super right there. All right. Oh, I forgot he was. We can still do this. Hopefully he gets that counter. All right, so go to the, actually, we can, that's 6. Is there any way I can, no, I do not think so. No, I can't. Okay. Goku, first of all. So, yeah, the Goku, his 18 ki, he also does stack attack and defense, like I mentioned. Then he does raise his allies' defense by 18% for 3 turns, which is really good. So pair that up alongside if you are getting the 8 ki spears, or you are running, you know, 4 or more superclass allies. You're going to be giving, yeah, just that support right there for Majin Buu Saga allies, and that's really, really great. So if you're running a superclass team and you're running double Goku in slot 1 and getting that 18 ki, or you're just getting it over and over again and stacking that up, you'll be very strong defensively. So that's pretty much really it for probably all the good things about this team. Some of the bad things about this team is, obviously their passive skill is real, right? You kind of have to pick and choose which side you want to use, right? If you want to use a Goku side, you're going to need, oh, this Gohan needs a Rainbow Ki Spear. He can, that's... Yeah, we're good. Okay, I was just worried about getting his Rainbow Ki Spear or not. Counter this? He didn't get the counter. Are we dead? Oh, he dodged it. Well, he still gets the stat buff for the super. Yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, his passive skill is weird. You're gonna need to pick and choose what side you want to use. You can try to mix and match it, but it's like you can get an extra extreme class because it's gonna be easier to, like, you know, have less extreme class units on your team if you're running the double Vegeta, physical Majin Vegeta. So you can put a little bit more super class on the characters on the team. But you're still going to need to watch out and just make sure you are getting him enough ki spheres if you do want to use the Vegeta side once. Like I mentioned, the Vegeta side is the only, EX here. Alright, so because of that, we're only getting 20% attack and defense. If you're only using the Goku side, you are going to be missing out on a lot of stacks if you don't get a couple EX super attacks with the Vegeta, because he does get 50% attack and defense from it. But if you're using the double Goku, you'll be strong defensively enough, I think. You really will be. Another bad... okay, good. Well, I think he would have been fine if he didn't dodge it. Another bad thing about this team, there's not a lot of good Majin Buu Saga characters. And that's where both, I think, the physical UI Goku and physical Majin Vegeta are kind of like really similar, right? Their teams right now aren't really that good. I'd say the physical UI Goku team is probably a little bit better, but not by much. Since I did skip the Dokkan Fest Deborah's banner, I can't really run him on this team, which would make this team a lot better because Deborah is actually really good. The banner unit Yakon isn't bad either. The banner unit PHY that came with this guy is horrible. That's why I'm not running him on the team. But the Super Easy what is this guy's name? Bobbity, he is really good. Oh, he's on turn 4 now. Oh, okay, so actually, I'm gonna have to sacrifice getting some ink key spheres for this guy because we can actually get. Oh, not necessarily. I can go ahead and pop his active skill actually. Yeah, this would be a good time to do it. We did get a couple EX supers in. Alright, there we go. So it's a win-win situation. He gets all of his key spears that he needs. And then he gets all the ink key spears he needs. And then we can do this. I'm keeping Bobbity in base here because he'll get an extra chance to dodge once he attacks. And then he is supporting Corroded Body and Mind pretty well here. So the Goku will be at a pretty high number. He's not linking well here with this Majin Vegeta, obviously. He links very, very, very well. Actually, it's 6 out of 7 links he has with the Int Gohan, Goten, and Trunks. You'll see once he gets on this rotation. So as of right now, I'll do this. But before that, well, he has to dodge this before we get comfortable. Okay, yeah, he's good. The other super is probably a bit scary. We're probably gonna have to dodge that too. We'll see what happens. But I was talking about teams. Right now, it's gonna be more beneficial to run the Vegeta side than the Goku side because the most recent Majin Buu Saga characters we got, actually, that's another thing. This guy's leader skill, I'll actually talk about it. So he leads Pure Saiyans, Gifted Warriors, and Corroded Body and Mind to the main stats. Then the rest of the stats are for Majin Buu Saga and Uncontrollable Power. The really thing that's hurting him is the second part of his passive. Majin Buu Saga and Uncontrollable Power is just kind of a weird mix with the first part of his passive because there's a lot of characters. If you're not going to run the Vegeta's team, because the Vegeta, I mean, we got the Deborah, the Yakon, Super Easy A, Bobbity, and Majin Vegeta Easy A. It's going to be more beneficial to run those characters because they'll be on the full leader skill. If you run the Goku, there's only going to be a select few of characters that are super class characters that are going to be under his full leader skill. So a lot of the characters, if you're going to run the super class team, are only going to be on the 170, not the full 250 HP, 220% attacking defense. That's where running a full Goku team will hurt you because in these events you will notice you are missing out on some stats. I mean, here you can see we have over 1 million HP. I don't think we were over 1 million HP with the last scene because, you know, we did have a lot of TURs on there. And most of the characters, all of the characters except 2 on here are not at 100%, which is Majin Vegeta and no, actually, yeah, he's the only one that's not 100% on here. So there's that as well. It's going to be dangerous to run him in slot 1 now. We can pop his active skill and actually get his dodge chance. He only super, well, he's super 4 times. We can probably go ahead and keep him here and pop the Spirit Bomb. Yeah, let's do that. Do exactly that. So I'll show it again since this is his video. Alright, so I just wanted to redo that because I should have popped their standby first. So then now we can get away with doing this. And then I don't know if I should pop this Tech Broly's active skill or not. I mean, if I do, I'll do it just in case. Yeah, let's get it out here. This video is already long enough as it is. I'm not trying to be here any longer. Didn't do that much damage because he barely got a chance to stack. Okay, I was worried if there was going to be a slot 3 super or not, but that's fine. I'm going to try to save all those end key spears for the, actually no, we should have the physical, or not the physical, the end Gohan, Goten, and Trunks active skill next turn. So they got all the key spears they need, they should be fine here. Yeah, 9 damage, they're fine. This Goku will have to dodge this super right here. So we'll get this 18% defense. Oh, we did use the Goku last turn too. So yeah, we're going to be strong very defensively here. Not strong enough for this Goku to eat this super. He does have to dodge it. I think he will be okay to normals though. Okay, good, yeah. Good. Very good. Very good, yeah. Okay, sweet. So we're looking good. This is looking like a win. We just have to keep having good luck. So as I was mentioning, yeah, team-wise, it's not going to be looking good. You're going to be missing out on a lot of stats if you don't run the right characters. So that's why I'm kind of hoping we'll probably get, I don't know, if we get more Majin Buu Saga characters that are like super class and also a decent amount of extreme class, but we're more than likely to get more super class since we got a good handful now. Yeah, it'll be a lot easier to use the Goku side than the Vegeta side, but that's only if we get more super class Majin Buu Saga characters. Or if we just so happen to get some uncontrollable power characters too. Oh, actually we can get away with, oh, we can use his active skill? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's just do that. Nice. Again, we can get all the key spare he needs, but this will be fine. We'll do that. I will. Oh yeah, just to show you his links, he has 6 out of 7 links up next to this guy. You can kind of see that's like dummy strong, right? That super will probably kill him. Let me do this. I think I want the rainbow key spears on the left side because that way I can get 5 rainbow key spears. Then with the end key spears, I'll just get them with the... Nope, that's not what I wanted because I won't be able to get... Well, I can do this. No. Yeah. Well, there's no attacks right there, so we'll be good. Yeah, we'll just grab all of that. Actually, no, I can save that. The Goku. Yeah, let's save that for the Goku, actually. Yeah, I won't get all that. Alright, so if Goku dodges all these, good. He does probably need to dodge normals. Okay, good. So yeah, 50% attack and defense for this turn, as well as 18% defense on this 18 key. We're going to see some very big numbers, probably from the Int Majin Vegeta. Not that big, because he's only 55%, not level 1 links, and obviously he's not next to his best linking partner. Well, we will be ending this fight here pretty soon. And, you know, that's a big factor. Like I mentioned in the physical UI Goku's I guess part of the video, I did mention luck is a heavy factor here. He failed a couple of dodges last turn. The Super Easy 8 Int Vegeta, he failed like a 70% chance to dodge there in slot 3. So there were a couple of 5 dodge. That was a 5 dodge. See, yeah. So this is where the RNG factor comes in. Physical UI Goku has pretty much dodged everything. That Int Majin Vegeta right there just did a 5 dodge, right? Because he's only 55%, and I'll show you just to let you know that I'm not lying. RNG plays a heavy factor. If that hit him, I don't know if he would have died or not, but he probably would have took a lot of damage from it. I don't think he would have died, but you know, it's still cool that he dodged it. And then lucky enough, there are no attacks right here in slot 3, so this Int Gohan will be fine. Hopefully we'll finish this fight before he gets back. Not time to throw that yet, that's for sure. Actually... 44% attacking defense. We'll probably have to go into the Vegeta here. Unless we get lucky enough with 7. Let's go into the Vegeta right here. Try to get some damage on him, see if we can get an EX Super. That's 7 right there. If we can get like maybe a Tech Key Spirit to fall on top of that, we'd be good. Oh, I think we actually did. They have 100%. They're not dying. They have 100% damage reduction. We'll pop their Spirit Bomb next time we come back here. So all we have to do is survive next turn and we win. Well, we have to survive this turn. Yep. 117. This is what, his second EX Super? Very good indeed. Oh, this video is going to be stupid long, man. I probably should have went to a different fight. This guy has too much HP. That's my bad. And a nice crit. So not only does this character do damage, he also has some great survivability, and he supports. We all know how everybody loves their damage dealers. So yeah, I will say both the physical UI Goku and Majin Vegeta, they both need more characters for their team. But I say more so the physical UI Goku because they do need more Realm of God characters, while the physical Majin Vegeta, you can get away with using this team with extreme class characters, but if you want to run the Goku, you'll need super class characters. Ooh, so we're in a pickle right here. There's no way this guy lives in slot 1. Vegeta will die too. Well, actually, we don't necessarily need... We do... Nah. I mean, his extra 10% chance to dodge was only that one time, so... Yeah. I'll do this. No! Okay, no, we're fine. I forgot, this guy needs at least 5 Key Spirits for his full passive. But we can get that. And as long as there's no slot 3 super, we're fine. So if we live this turn, I'm confident enough to say that we win. Dodge this. He dodged it. The second super is troublesome. Don't know where that is. We've been using this Goku for like the past 3-4 turns in a row. We should be very strong defensively, but we still don't want to see if we can take the super or not. Alright, so the super is going to be, I hope. I don't know if he lives it. Maybe if he gives us a full barrage of super. He gets 20% defense on his super attack effects, but he doesn't give that himself. Our best case scenario will probably be in slot 3 and Tech Broly counters it. Normal. Another 5 dodge? Nope. Alright, so let's see if he lives this or not. Oof. He lived it. He lived it. And that is thanks to the physical Goku support. If we didn't have his like support, he would have died. Like you saw, he was 55%. He's not even link level 10. He only had like what, 2-3 links up? Yeah, if it wasn't for the physical UI Goku, or the physical Super Saiyan 2 Goku, excuse me, he would have died. We did take a lot of damage, but he's alive, and that's what matters. That is what matters the most. So yeah, we win. We drop that Spirit Bomb on his dome and we win. So I apologize for this video being probably a little bit longer than it should have been. I could have definitely went into a different fight for sure, but I just really wanted to use these characters in a fight that will show like their full capabilities on a team to where, you know, everybody would be very helpful. Tech really hasn't really done much for us. The Int Gohan Goten and Trunks literally just, you know, get the Int Majin Vegeta's pass. Oh yeah. Do we kill here? That's 5 rainbows. Oh yeah, he'll be fine. Would he? Hope so. Let's do that. What would he link better with? Well, let's get that. If this doesn't kill, I'm gonna reset, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Sure, let's play the animation. Already long enough. Make it longer. Alright, so there you have it. That was a somewhat of a pretty decent showcase between the physical Majin Vegeta and physical UI Goku. As for who I think is better, me personally, it's kind of tough. You can argue as a who's number one. I mean, you cannot argue with like 100% survivability rate with the freaking physical UI Goku, right? I mean, 100% chance to dodge his first turn, dodge support, like also like just super class Realm of God ally 60% support right there. Not to mention the physical evolution Blue Vegeta. He has 100% damage reduction in his first turn, so he'll be immortal as well, which is just really insane. Not to mention the Goku will get 100% chance to dodge again if you get his EX super attack. But to get his EX super attack, it had the first attack in a turn has to be at 24 ki, and you do get a 70% chance to get it. Not to mention you have 1, 2, 3, 4 characters on this team that have pretty much 100% survivability rate for like multiple turns, which is just really insane. So on a team like this, you're really pretty much good in slot 1. On this team, it's just kind of right now in my opinion. Only certain characters will be up under the full leader skill. This guy, he's really good himself. He can be tanky his very first turn, which is really good. Because as you can see, he does have a lot of damage reduction. I mean, he gets a lot of defense, and then if you switch into the Goku, just the support. I mean, you saw how well the Goku support did, right? We won that fight just because of his support alone, right? His 18 key support, right, with the 18% defense right there. Then as well as the 50% attack and defense because he was a Majin Buu Saga ally right there as well. So yeah. I will say this, it did take us 2 attempts with the Realm of Gods team. It only took us 1 attempt with this team, but we did get lucky and get a 5 dodge. So at the end of the day, this is Dokkan battle, and RNG is still a heavy factor determining how your runs can go. Me personally, if you want my opinion on who I think is better, I really do like the physical Majin Vegeta better just because he's a lot more fun. I'm a big sucker for big damage numbers, and he can definitely do that. He definitely isn't bad for sure defensively either, but you still can't be like 100% immunity for multiple turns. But I do like the physical Majin Vegeta better. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. As usual, until next time.